Welcome, I'm the Kaiju no Kami here at Colorado Anime Fest 2018. I've got a couple of great cosplayers. Welcome, are you two enjoying yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Is this your first Anime Fest or have you been here before?
I've never been to Anime Fest before, but I've been to a couple of conventions. I've been going since 2012.
2012, just here in Colorado or all around?
Just in Colorado.
And what about you?
If I can remember correctly, my first NDK was 2008, and I've been cosplaying ever since. you don't get this kind of entertainment from Colorado. This is from Missouri, bud. just kind of saying,
It's amazing, isn't it?
By the way. Just everyone's aware. I love my character.
Speaking of which, for those who might not know, who are you?
I'm just myself. I like to use cosplay as a way to dress however I feel like I want to dress and just get all done up in the way that makes me feel the most comfortable, and it gives me so much confidence to be able to come out and just be in an environment where everybody is just all kinds of characters and stuff like that. So this is just me.
Hey, that works if you love it.
I'm now a lifestyle cosplayer, so I'm pretty much always in some form of cosplay or character. So
That's awesome. And for you, if you don't know who he is, you might have to revoke your nerd cred.
I am Peter Quill, aka Starlord from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Who?
Starlord.
Who?
Let me drop the helmet.
That's why you got to get like all that little dot thing in the back to just.
Oh yeah. It's broke, man.
So obviously you love to have fun with dressing the way you are. Do you just dress up a cosplay because you love it too, or have fun with it?
Yes. Actually, I cosplay for different reasons. The first being, I like to think that I relate to the characters in some way, like Starlord. I'm gonna do Red Hood. I'm sorry, I blanked out on a moment what I'm doing. I'm also gonna be cosplaying as Jason Todd, Red Hood. I typically just like cosplaying characters that I can easily relate to. I also like to store buy my costumes because to me it's not really about how much time or work you can put into it. It's just all about what you admit. And I think that's a good trait for both sides of the cosplay community. That's
kind of how I feel. Usually the few costumes I've done, I've actually had commissioned to get made because I don't have skills and we don't have time to make our own. And sometimes, we tried making a lunatic from Tiger and Bunny out of Papakura, his helmet, and it didn't work. So it's like, nope, this ain't happening. And then just think about how hot it would be in a full armored suit. So are you doing all these characters this weekend?
No, I'm just doing Starlord for today. I do plan later in the season for conventions to do the rest of the characters and hopefully do Kuma from Afro Samurai, handmade by myself. So,
wow, that's pretty cool. And are you just pretty much dressing like this the entire weekend?
I'm only here for Saturday because that's the only day I could get. But yeah, that's what I'm doing for this weekend.
I also love that you have that plush and your Rocket backpack. It's pretty cool. Are they getting along together, or is Rocket trying to take his arm?
I don't think that's happened yet.
No. Rocket's just been kind of throughout the whole con. I mean, he told me to go up to a witch mercy and say, "I need healing." Ow. So it's been fun. Yeah, totally getting along. He's just being kind of everyone else. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Now, what would you say to somebody who is kind of afraid to get into cosplay because they're afraid they might be might be made fun of?
I would say just go for it. It doesn't matter how good you're doing with how accurate your character is. You could take and make the whole thing out of yarn. You could buy it. You could do face paint. It doesn't matter how good your cosplay is, per se. It's just about an environment where everybody can dress up and be whatever character they want to be. You can have fun. That's the whole point of cosplay, is to have fun and just kind of express yourself in a way that you might not necessarily get to do every day. It's kind of freeing, actually.
Best advice for just people trying to get in? That's a good one. Do you? That's all. I mean, I store buy most of my costumes so far, and you know, it does take a little bit of courage to even walk around in public at a store in this, but it's easy. It's super easy. It's really fun to do, and to capitalize on what you said, it is mainly about fun. So
if you do want to make your cosplay or do it yourself, there's tons of YouTube tutorials that you can look up that are pretty easy to follow. Like I made this whole outfit based off of a tutorial that I saw from a t-shirt, actually repurposing. That's a lot of what I do, is I go to the thrift store or I find something that looks kind of close that I can work with, and then I just kind of alter it, make it my own. You gotta put your own spin on whatever character you want to too. So you just kind of pick it up and go for it. I think my first cosplay that I ever made was just a bunch of sheets sewn together, blue sheets, and some old shorts, and a tank top that I cut down the center and put ribbon through to be Yuna from Final Fantasy. And it worked. I think only 3 people recognized who I was, but I knew who I was, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And I met a bunch of other people who were like, oh, you dress up too? Let's be friends. And honestly, the majority of all of the friends that I have actually come through cons. I am the kind of person that I just kind of sit in my house. I don't really talk to people a lot because I have PTSD and anxiety. So being able to come into an environment where there's already that middle ground, you don't have to worry about, oh, well, maybe in school somebody thinks that card games are weird, or video games are weird, or cartoons are weird. None of it's weird here. It's everybody likes this sort of stuff. You can find literally anything that you're into, any fandom that you're into. You can usually find at least one person at the convention who likes it too. And then the online community, there's tons of people that you can connect with too. So it's pretty nice.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Do you have any social media links people can see what you've done before it?
I have a page dedicated to my cosplay. It's on Facebook. It's called Univia Feathertail, and a lot of my stuff's up on there, or also my Instagram, which is also Una Feathertail. So
I've been kind of lazy with it. I have an Instagram, Lord Pookie Bear, all one word. My friends call me Pookie, so you can either call me Mark or Pookie, whichever one, but Instagram, Lord Pookie Bear, all one word.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
And until next time, bye.